everybody, and welcome to another edition of Joe's Rod Shop Podcast. I'm your host, Joe Fonsell. Just before we get started, remember, click that like or subscribe button. It doesn't matter what platform you're watching this on or listening to this, there's always a subscribe button or a like button. Or go to our Facebook page and send us a message. Tell us who you want to see on the show. All right, guys, once again, this episode is brought to you by SA Hot Rods Media. We know that social media can be daunting. So go to sahotrods.com, send us a mail, and let us help you get your numbers up there. We focus mainly on the automotive industry, and we can actually help you get those numbers up so you can get the feedback and everything that you want for your business. So go on to sahotrods.com or go to our Facebook page and just send us a message. We're happy to help you guys out. So in last week's episode, we spoke to Frank from Win My Ride. Now, we announced that Racing Hart Concepts is getting involved with Win My Ride projects, and they're going to be sponsoring the wheels for it. But now we got a bunch of guys asking about Racing Hart Concepts, and we wanted to find out more about it. So I thought, you know what? Why don't we just get the owner of Racing Hart Concepts onto the show? Because I always wonder where companies like this come from and how they got there in South Africa. So without further ado, here's my friend Arshad. How are you, sir? Thanks for being on the show.
Very well, thank you, and yourself, and thanks for having me.
Ah, good. Before we get started, you want to do an introduction? Just tell people who you are and what you do.
Sure. My name is Arshad Bodiat. I'm from a company called Racing Hart Concepts. We're an alloy wheel distribution company. Handle everything from manufacturing, import to distribution in South Africa and into the African continent.
Now, we on the last episode, I mentioned you guys, and I said basically if there's like mag wheels in South Africa, it normally comes from you guys. Now, my question is, how did you guys get there? I mean, where did the whole passion start and everything?
Well, it goes back many years, even before Racing Hart. So Racing Hart's been around since '95, but prior to that, it's been a family passion. So my grandfather, who's Domingo, people may remember Domingo Wheels and Tires.
Wow.
He actually started the passion in the family back in, I think, late '70s. So wheels has been in our family since then. We've probably been the first family doing wheels in the country, I would think, many moons ago. So through Domingo tires and things, my mum being a Domingo, it's always been in the blood, in the family. And progressing from retail, where Domingo's was a retailer and importer of the high-end Japanese three-piece wheels and things, to 1995 when my mum and dad decided to open a wholesale business. Called Racing Hart Concepts, and I joined them in 2000. So I've been doing it for a long time as well. So pretty much, wheels is what we do. Wheels is in our blood. We've been doing it for probably going on 50 years as a family, and that's where it all started, really.
Dude, that is actually insane. I remember like the first Domingo shop. My dad and I used to go there. It was like a kid at Christmas, you know. It's like, you guys, they always had the best stuff. It was like the place to go for wheels. Yeah.
Correct. I mean, the family was always in motor racing. And obviously with racing in the blood, etc., I guess it was just natural progression. And yes, as you say, they always had the best products available, especially for the retail market, introducing stuff to the country that people would never assume would find at the bottom of Africa. Building the name on the best quality products available. And so I guess it just is, transpired from there and grew from there.
But now you guys, I mean, you guys are sitting with my favorite wheel brand, which is American Racing. But you guys actually have Racing Hot wheels on its own. Do you guys manufacture yourself, or you guys import? Have you guys built for yourself as well?
Yeah. So Racing Hart Concepts being our own brand, along with a couple of our other own brands like Connoisseur, Racer Series, etc. We design the wheels with engineers and things. We have molds built, and those designs we then have manufactured offshore and imported. So those are the designs, the brand we own and the designs that we own. So yeah, we pretty much go through the entire process from the designing of the wheel, having it manufactured, tested to all the specifications required for safety, etc., to the import and then distribution to the retail network.
But
Along with that, obviously, as you say, we have American Racing, amongst many other leading world brands who we are the distribution partners for the whole of Africa, under the Wheel Pros banner. So that, as American Racing, XD Series, etc. And about a year and a half ago, they purchased MHT, which you would know is US Mags, Foos, Rotiform, Fuel. So all those brands fall within what we do.
I haven't seen you guys push Foos yet. Like,
we haven't,
because the magazine's not there anymore, so you guys aren't like promoting it through there.
That's your fault.
Blame me.
So American Racing is the brand that we do a lot more of. Just from a supply perspective, they have a lot more available more regularly. The food range is a little bit more limited. Food specialize more in the bespoke 2-3 piece forged custom built stuff, which is really expensive. So yes, we do it, but obviously for the general consumer in South Africa building a rod, American Racing has a selection of 15, 17, 18 and 20-inch wheels that are much more affordable. So that's what we focus on.
Those salt flats, dude. Every time I see them, I still get emotionally attached to those wheels there. But now, how hard is it for you guys to like keep up? Because I mean, wheels are like anything else. It moves with trends. I mean, 1 minute it's 22-inch spinners that's everybody wants, and then it's 13-inch old school BBSs. I mean, the market keeps changing. How do you guys actually keep up with that and the trends and stuff?
Well, that's precisely what it is. It's a fashion business. Precisely, it's vanity, right? So we have to keep ahead in order to be one of the leading wheel suppliers in the country. We have to keep the trends. We have to set the trends. So a lot of the time we'll come up with new stuff that will then create a new trend in the market. So we have to have a variety of wheel applications available in sizes, finishes, designs for different types of vehicles, different types of applications. And that's why you'll find the selection of wheels we have is quite extensive. From a 14-inch, entry-level wheel going onto the smaller vehicles in the market, all the way through to the big SUV stuff, bespoke custom-built stuff for Ferraris, Lamborghinis, to custom-built stuff for hot rods and things. So we essentially need to have a full range of pretty much everything to be able to satisfy the needs of the market as and when it changes. And I think with...
No, I just want to say that's a very hard part of the market, because I mean, if you take one set of wheels, I mean, you've got bolt size difference, you've got PCD difference, you've got offset difference, all these things that you need to cater for. So I mean, you can't kind of blame me if someone phones you and they either want the wheel and you guys don't have it in stock, because there's just so much. I mean, you've got so many different variations of one wheel, basically, that needs to go out,
Yeah, that's correct. So there will be times where somebody will phone for something in a specific design, in a fitment they want that we may not have. But most of the time we'll have something in the fitment that'll satisfy their needs, perhaps in a different design. Or if the consumer is willing to wait, we can pretty much bring it in or have it custom built for them. So yes, it is really difficult to have something for everybody because of the different tastes and requirements within our country, in terms of even if it's just a certain model of vehicle, one guy's taste to the next guy's is completely different. So that is probably one of the most difficult things that we need to do, is to make sure that we have something that satisfies just about anybody's taste requirement.
I did not know that anyone that actually wants an individual wheel or something could actually phone you guys. I thought it was basically just what you guys would supply. So I've just learned something. Yeah, now I'm going to make your life hell, dude. I'm going to send you so many mails now.
Look, at the end of the day, we can do just about anything. It boils down to lead times that guys have, as well as what your budget is. People presume that making a wheel is a cheap exercise. It really isn't, especially on the bespoke stuff, because it's forging. The costs of forging aluminium, etc., is going up all the time. So when you want something bespoke made, yes, we can do it for sure, but it does come at a cost. That is why we try and have a big enough selection at an affordable price level to try and satisfy needs. But yes, as you said, we can pretty much build anything.
Oh, but look, it works the same as tires. I mean, the more they produce, the cheaper it gets and all that type of stuff. I mean, I understand if you want one wheel that is just it's the time, effort, design, all those processes that you go through that actually has to go into it just to create that one set of wheel, and you still need to pay the bill in order to get there, where if you've got a wheel that's produced multiple times, obviously that cost gets offset against everything much quicker. So it makes sense.
Great.
But now, no, keep going, please.
No. So I mean, it's like anything, wheels or anything that you want custom made. If it's mass produced, cost comes down. Also, materials being used, production processes, cast versus forged, etc. But yes, if you want something bespoke, unfortunately, and the reality is that at 14.50 Rand to the dollar, that's what hurts us a lot. And
then the cost of what Ali and everything that's gone completely skyrocketed over the last 2 years. And then, I mean, I've been dealing with a lot of the part guys in the US, and they're struggling with LA and the cost of everything moving. So, I mean, it's like I said, it's got a knock-on effect going through all the industries and stuff. But now you guys are getting involved with Win My Ride, which I thought was actually quite cool. And obviously we're busy sorting out what wheel we're going to use and how we're going to do that. What do you think of the whole process with Win My Ride and building an actual well-built custom car to give away, and not just like the old days, just slap some paint on something and make it look pretty and send it out there, Well,
I think the concept is perfect, and that's why we got involved. If it was just the car and slap some stickers on and wheels, we probably may not have got involved. I think the South African consumer and guys out there, and especially with social media and being able to see what's going on internationally, the demand here, guys want something different. And if you're going to give away something unique, give away something that's one of a kind. Let's show what South Africans can do, what we are capable of doing. We want to be able to give away products that can compete on a global level, not just because we're at the bottom of Africa, we have something simple. So obviously, when the proposal was put forward to us, it was something that we're very keen on, because it'll allow us to also show the abilities we have to do custom built stuff. And I think it's going to have a lot more interest when it's something that's unique, that you just can't go and buy and put on some stickers and make it look the same. So that's essentially why we're so keen to get involved.
Exactly. I mean, that was, to me, always been the driving thing behind this. You're, as much as you work with cars, I know you're a complete petrol head and car nut, like everybody else. I think that's why you do so well in your job. And there's always that one element that needs you to be different. You don't want to pull up at a meet and there's 5 guys that's got the same car and it's just a color difference and something small. You want to stand out completely in the crowd.
Yeah, that's precisely it. And I mean, I think essentially even the way we structure our business is pretty much along those lines, where we don't bring in the same design wheel in thousands and thousands and just try and sell them to everybody. Similarly, we have a supply network, a dealer network countrywide, quite an extensive one. But again, we don't supply every single wheel store because when you're going to purchase a set of wheels for your car, you don't want to be having the same set of wheels. You roll up to a robot and everybody's got the same set of wheels on.
Exactly.
So essentially, when building a show car as a giveaway car, we need to do the same thing.
But now, what's next on your side? I mean, what is there new products and stuff coming out? Is there new lines and stuff coming out? Where can guys get information if they're looking for anything?
So yeah, there's always new stuff coming on, and that's essentially the business. We have to keep doing new stuff in order to satisfy the needs and demands of the market. We will be launching, we currently in the process of building about 4 or 5 new Racing Hart Connoisseur designs for next year. So that's still in the build process. We will be launching a lot more of the Fuel XD series rotiform wheels, niche wheels into the market as well. So that segment is growing as well. So we're constantly evolving. There's constantly new designs coming in, to keep up with the trends, new looks. If anybody wants any more information, they can contact us directly. We don't trade directly to the public. We have a dealer network we can refer to, but for information and background or whatever, they're welcome to contact us. They can contact us through our website, which is rhc.co.za, or even on Instagram at Racing Hart Concepts. And we'll be happy to share whatever we need to do. The time we do really get involved with end user is when we're doing bespoke custom built stuff, where we need to be consulting with him all the time, going forward, backwards and forwards with 2D and 3D drawings, getting down to the nuts and bolts of exactly what it is he needs to build. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
But you guys get involved like at the high end at producing and stuff as well. So when a new 4x4 that's coming off the line and they're coming out with wheel options and stuff, I mean, you guys get involved at that level as well, don't you?
Yes, we do. We actually are approved suppliers to a couple of the car manufacturers. So when they do launch new vehicles, we get called in to spec a new wheel to the vehicle according to vehicle specs, factory specifications, standards, and all the limitations that goes with that. But yes, that's the point. We'll be called in. We'll come up with some new designs for the vehicles, and when those vehicles hit the dealerships, they'll essentially be fitted with wheels that we produce for them.
Because I mean, once again, you just said a very important thing. You wondered why your Ranger doesn't come with 32-inch tires, big wheel, and this type of stuff. It all comes down to the manufacturer. It comes down to what the gear ratio is and what was set up and what is being improved for that car to work on that whole type of thing. Because I still think a lot of guys forget the change that a set of wheels on a car can do, not just from a stance, from a look perspective, from a mechanical perspective as well. Going from a 17 to a 20 actually changes a lot of things on your car. It doesn't just change the look, you know?
Correct. Yeah, ratios, turning circles, effect on the hubs, etc. So, while we try and push up size, there's so much that you can do, and that's so much that you'll get away with in terms of even on the manufacturer's side. So they'll allow like 1 or 2 size upsizing, but more than that, we're pushing the limits because the vehicles have been engineered to a certain way. And especially in the SUV market, where the guys want to go even bigger with mud terrain tires and things, you then got to get involved in lifting the vehicle, lift kits, etc., etc. And that's where the car manufacturers become really sticky.
Yeah, well, I've heard it a lot where guys turn around and they go, they've had diff problems or they've had gearbox problems and stuff, and they don't think that they've actually gone for bigger tires, and bigger wheels, which has put more strain on everything. And it wasn't manufactured to handle that at that load. So yeah, a little bit of background information on car stuff and how manufacturers actually go into that. Dude, but thanks for being on the show, man. I know we wanted to do a quick little catch up and chat. So yeah, thanks for being on the show and getting everything through. And I'll probably see you in Joburg very soon when we start sorting out these wheels for the Win My Ride one. And yeah, thanks for getting involved, man.
Thank you for having us and for on the show and having us involved in the vehicle.
Thanks, bro. All right, listen. It's late. You go have a good night. I need to go get my kids and everyone to bed. And yeah, so have a good one. Thanks, bro.
You too. Cheers.
Okay.
Ciao.
Cheers.
Bye.